Mm.
Changing mags. Grenade. Switching mags.
Friendly UAV on station. Taking effective fire. Taking fire. Holding. Go. Point relocation.
Nej. Ah.
Changing mags. Whoa. Switching mags.
We're taking Charlie. The enemy has captured Georgia.
Switching mags. Taking friendly fire. Watch it. Taking effective fire.
Og
We're losing Alpha. We've secured the lead.
ikke hvor mange skud det her.
Enemies.
Switching mags. Taking fire.
Au, jeg er blind.
Damn, that shot was close.
Nej. Der. Ej, okay, så stå dog stille, mand. Au. Der skyld jeg bare. Så en der.
Changing mags. Effective fire. Changing mags. Night night.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This was a brief summary of me playing Modern Warfare 3 Open Beta weekend. And as you saw in the end, I got to, hopefully you saw in the end, I got to level 30, which was the level map max or level cap in the Open Beta. Now I'm going to talk about my thoughts and expectations of various things that we saw or I saw in Modern Warfare 3 Open Beta. There will be timestamps in the description below if you want to skip any of it. I hope you won't. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, and remember, if you are subscribing, press the bell button so you don't miss any future videos. Well, let's talk about my overall impressions. Overall impressions were quite good. They have reintroduced some of, for me at least, the old hit marker sounds and kill sounds. I am familiar with the original Modern Warfare 3. My first concern were that the attachments unlock system were the same as in Modern Warfare 2. That is both a plus and a minus. The minus side for me is that free-to-play players will have to find a lot more than they had to in Modern Warfare 2, because some of the attachments that were considered meta in the beginning have been moved to the higher levels of certain weapons. So for instance, in Modern Warfare 2, in the beginning, many people used the F-Tag Castle compensator as a muzzle attachment. That's a similar attachment, or the equivalent to it in Modern Warfare 3, have been moved to what was like with 20 or something like that on a certain weapon. But I saw a good thing for me is that they have removed the weapon tuning system, which for me just added an unnecessary layer of complexity to the game. Also, because of people usually tended to be drawn to the same attachments, depending on player preferences, then you had a standard tuning value all of the time. A new addition to the game is the breach drone. You see here on the screen. It flies in a straight line and explodes on impact. It can. I can see some funny plays in the future with it being fired after windows and stuff. So that would be funny to see. Or at least for me, it would be funny to see if there will be any memes or some whatnot from that. The med box, I guess it can be useful. It really depends on if the stims which have been reworked so they work as they did before or in the past. If they're resupplied to ammo boxes, then the med box is kind of useless or redundant. So I hope they have thought about that. Communication scrambler might have its uses in the later stages of the circle in Warzone, because it prevents people from calling UAVs and other kill streaks. So when the circle is smaller and the area that the communication scrambler is covering is the same, but the area is smaller. So I can see that in the later stages of the game, it might be useful for some. Lastly, but overall, in general, for me, the game felt good both while streaming and off stream. As always, I dropped not much, but I dropped a bit, like 20 to 30 FPS from when I'm not streaming or have OBS running. So it felt like it was running or optimized like a tad better than Modern Warfare 2 is, but we have to see in the future. But overall, for me, it was a thumbs up in the overall impressions. Now let's talk about the new perk system. The perk system have been redesigned, so instead of general perks like we have been used to, it is now represented in the form of gloves, boots, and gear. So let's take a look at the first glove. The first gloves were quick grip gloves that increases the weapon swap speed. The others were scavenger gloves, which provide the resupply ammo and throwing knife supply from dead players. The others were commando gloves that allows you to reload while sprinting. Then in the boots department, the lightweight boots that increases movement and swim speed and also reduces the noise while swimming. The climbing boots that increases climbing and mantling speed and reduces fall damage. The stalker boots increases strafe and ADS movement speed. The tactical pads increase the slide distance and allow for full ADS while sliding, increases stance transition speed and crouch movement speed. And now a bit of a funny one, in my opinion, the covert sneakers, haha. It eliminates footstep sounds. Sneakers, haha, sneaky. No, never mind. Now to the gear. The EUD padding. Reduce damage from non-kill streak explosives and fire. Attack mask reduces the strength of enemy classes, stuns, and gas grenades. Immunity to shock, EMP, and snapshot grenades. Mission control comlink. Reduces cost by 1 kill of 125 points. The bone conduit conduction headset. Holy crap, that was hard to say. Reduces combat noise, allowing improved identification of enemy footsteps and gunshots. Sorry. The L/R detector warns of hostile laser and radiation sources. The Ghost T/V camo It flies camo while moving uh, from UAV, the radar sources, and even heartbeat sensors. Now, my guess is that on the basis of what I have tried and the effect they are providing, my guess is that for the aggressive player they will go with the commando gloves, covered sneakers, and then the ghost TV camo, to bring back the ghost part of the game. Also because the heartbeat sensor actually began to kind of work in the later part of Warzone 2, so I think we will probably see heartbeat sensors being used a bit more in the future. So the ghost equipment might have a return. And the commando gloves, I mean, I guess the player want to mostly, pretty much always control the battle, the tempo of the battle, and the engagements. So yeah. Though losing the increased weapon swap speed might be a hindrance, but then again, reloading on the move while sprinting is for me a bigger plus. For me, as well, my guess is for the all-round setup would be quick grip gloves, the lightweight boots, or the stalker boots, and the ghost TV camo as well. The quick grip gloves. Sorry. For me, it is annoying to swap weapons slowly. And even in Modern Warfare 2, in multiplayer, I hate when I don't have the fast hands perk active. And the lightweight, I'm a bit, bit around the lightweight boost with the increased movement and the stalker boost, because the increased strafe and ADS movement speed that the stalker boost provide can for some be a better choice than the overall movement, in my opinion. And the ghost camo, but the ghost TV camo, again for the same reason as I mentioned before. Now let's talk about some weapons. Overall, the weapons I played the most and felt quite good. Many of the weapons kind of suffered from not really beginning to shine until you had in level 5, 10, 8, when you got the first few attachments on it. I saw some posts about the Renetti being ridiculously overpowered when you got them into max level and akimbo and stuff. And I was all of a sudden reminded of how ridiculously overpowered the Renettis were when they first were introduced in Cold War. So I think they might be tuned down a bit before the launch, but I'm not sure. So for me, at least, Renettis is not my priority in regards to pistols or handguns. However, I am very much drawn to the WSP Stinger. I have no clue why it is a handgun, but it is. It only starts with a 20 round mag, which is a bit low, and is pretty much only enough to kill one person in Warzone. I think it will only be enough, depending on how many headshots and the headshot multiplier and damage table in general. But you can get it in akimbo at level 14, and the max level is level 15. And I mean, for the lulz of it, I got the same feeling I got in the giggles of the thought about running around with two akimbo stingers, like I had when we could run akimbo SMGs with the Marco 5 SMGs that we got in Vanguard, which was for me quite funny. So I will probably go that route, me personally, in the beginning, just for the lulz, I think. But I will have to see. Now onto the assault rifles. The SVA 545. MTZ556 and the MCV. The SVA 545 were for me felt much like the Castorf 545 and the Castorf 762, different versions of the AK frame. So, in a way, it also felt like the AK 47U from Modern Warfare 2. A bit very high, gun kick between the shots, but hit quite hard when you connected the shots. The MTZ is, for me, the M4 clone that is pretty much in every Call of Duty title. And it felt also that the description in game said it was best from short to mid range, which I could see, and it gave me the feeling of a very good option for a sniper support weapon. And the rate of fire and the way it felt for me were much like the Cooper carbine you had from Vanguard. So it felt quite nice. I didn't get a chance to experiment with a bigger mag to see how the movement would be affected with the larger magazine and stuff. But I will get to that on another data point when the game comes out. The MCV, however, for me probably will be my long range option because it felt very much like the Grau from Modern Warfare 2019. Not the unnerved Grau, but the nerfed Grau in some of the later versions of it. Didn't deal a lot of damage per shot, as that was my experience. But it did fire consistent, and it didn't move that much, so you could pretty much connect all of your shots, which brings you a higher hit percentage, which will bring you closer to the theoretically time to kill. Now on to the marksman's rifles. The MCW 6.8 and the MTZ Interceptor. They felt quite nice, though I was a bit confused why they were in the marksman rifle category. To me, they felt more like a DMR. They felt they felt quite good. You had to stand with the builds I tried out. At least I had to stand really very still because my aim walking stability weren't that great. But I mean, they did one headshot in multiplayer, so that was equal to 150 health damage, depending on how you look at it. So if that was true, I mean, that was a two headshot down in Warzone. But that also depends on the headshot multiplier that they will implement in Warzone 3 or whatever they call it. I mean, for me at least, they both felt more like the old what's it called, the FAL weapon in Modern Warfare 2019. If some of you remember the FAL era with a click weapon, where your rate of fire depended on how fast you could press your mouse button. So I can see they can be built for also the supporting role, but not as, for me at least, not as a long range option. But I mean, the weapons that were in the beta were not all of the weapons that would be available on launch. So we'll have to see and see if they are going to change anything on the weapons that were available in the beta. That was it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell button to be notified when I post the next video. I will try and get more consistent in posting new videos weekly. Until next time, have a fantastic day, and I hope I see you in the next one.